Hey there, kids! For today's video, we're gonna talk about a grand old thing called hipsters. And yes, I bet there's a whole bunch of videos about this before, but why not do one too, right? We're gonna let our friend Cartoon Snow tell you the history about hipsters, and we're gonna let some fellow students wonder, what do you think is a hipster? You might learn something new, hey? Let's watch. Take it on, Cartoon Snow. Alright, kids, let's talk about hipsters. What is a hipster?
Hipsters? Okay. The one thing I know about hipsters, if you call them a hipster, they'll deny it. So anyone who denies being a hipster, probably a hipster.
Hipsters wear big glasses, those big glasses.
A hipster is just a really rich hippie.
Say someone who shops at Urban Outfitters. I'm someone who's I guess into piercings, but at the same time tattoos. Not fully blown, but more like in a sense a very environmentalist person.
Like a goth kid wearing color.
And has to at least know a minimum amount and have at least an associates in weedology.
Alright, the way I explain a hipster is, you take one part Grease/Elvis extra, right? Stand-in from like fucking Las Vegas or some shit. You then take that dude, make him scrawny as fuck, and put him in a deep V t-shirt. Like deep, like man cleavage, like right here. Like if he were to push them together, it would be like, yeah, nothing there because he doesn't have any muscle. You then put a patch blue ribbon in his hand, and have him talk about shit that does not exist, but he thinks is cool. That is a hipster.
Hipsters are too cool for everything, and they don't want to admit that they don't want to do anything that's popular. Fucking hipsters drink PBR. They like listening to music that nobody's heard of, and then they're like, they like making it known that people's never heard of the shit that they listen to, because it's so underground.
Freaking bastards. They think they're better than everybody else. What over again? They also mistreat people.
It's like, oh, I knew this before you knew it. It's like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, that's great. You know what? You knew that band before I did.
Stupid 90% of the time. Sometimes they're okay. I do have hipster qualities. I wear these glasses, yes. I meant them as a warning sign in high school. Now they're popular, so I guess they're hipster glasses. It's cheap, it's delicious, and I can get a lot of it. But they don't ever get excited about anything. Nothing. You mention Avengers movie, they'll be like, oh, Hollywood bullshit. I get excited because the Hulk's gonna beat up Loki.
They want to be me. They love me. They want to be on me. They want to be in me. But all in all, I don't like hipsters. I think they try too hard.
Hipsters are lame.
Explain yourself.
I'm sorry.
Explain myself.
What do you dislike about them? Or like,
those damn glasses.
People don't know.
Bullshit.
I was scary at the age of 17 and 18.
I don't know, they're kind of bummy looking.
What's the difference between a hipster and a hobo?
I guess maybe intelligence, I don't know.
Which one's smarter, the hobo or the hipster?
Probably the hobo.
That shit's sexy. That's the new thong. That shit's sexy as hell. Fuck the thong, hipsters all the way. Especially if you got one of the wide hips. You know how some women that got the hips and shit.
Do you know how hipsters started? The hipster term was created in the 1940s during the jazz age when the term hip arrived on the scene. In the 1959 book In the Jazz Scene, author Eric Hobsbawm described hipster language, aka jive talk or hipster talk, as an arrogant or cant designed to set the group apart from outsiders. However, in the late 1990s through the late 2000s, hipsters are defined in Time magazine as the fans who sneer when you cop to liking Coldplay. There are people who wear old t-shirts silkscreen with quotes from movies you've never heard of, and the only ones in America who still think past this blue ribbon, PBR, is a good beer. They sport cowboy hats and berets and think K9 West stole their sunglasses. Everything about them is exactingly constructed to give off the vibe that they just don't care.
Thank you, Cartoon Snow, for that wonderful history lesson on hipsters. Now, let me tell you my opinion about hipsters. The word itself just brings a bad definition to me about hipsters. As someone said early in the video, you know, he had hipster qualities, but isn't really a hipster. You know what? A lot of kids my age have hipster qualities. I will admit, I have hipster qualities. I enjoy going to antique stores. I enjoy wearing old punny t-shirts. But I won't pay $100 to buy that one said t-shirt. I'll take my dad's old t-shirt from the 70s or some of my mom's old stuff. And then find some random buttons from stuff like mainstream stores like Hot Topic. But of course, I do not care if anything is mainstream. Like, I love Harry Potter, as you see from that whole Hogwarts pendant over there, and from my crazy obsession, if you know me personally. And I know a lot of hipsters have a problem. Oh, it's mainstream, so I don't like it anymore. If you're really a fan of something, it doesn't matter if it's mainstream. Hell, that means you can buy more of their cool stuff, right? And you know what? I do like their clothes. Most of them I do. But it depends when they wear the clothes. Like a few weeks ago, I saw a hipster strutting around in his old hipster ways. You know, and it was hot. It was in the 90s. Beautiful. Me, I would wear my board shorts. Not board shorts, but you know what? Yeah, I'd steal my boyfriend's board shorts, rock around, and you know, a nice little birdie covered, what do you call them, tank tops, like so, over there. And with a hat and stuff, chilling around with, you know, some sunglasses that look hipster-like, because I think they're kind of cool. I won't lie. I will admit, though, that I don't wear those prescription type. But he wore a wool hat. Not a type of wool hat that has, you know, little holes and look very loose and can be worn during, like, the springy time. Not in the 90s, God, no. But a full-on, complete wool, like it's 20s degrees hat. He's just going around like it's no big deal. No emotions, of course. And I'm just like, really? One thing I do like what started is that you wanted to be outside, want to be out from the norm. I get that, I really do, because I feel the same way too. Just because you want to be different, it does not give you the right to be a douchebag. Another friend did say that a lot of hipsters have no emotions. When I said that, what? I never really noticed that until I opened my eyes. Many don't. Smiling too mainstream there, buddy. Me, personally, say, okay, are you going to use Harry Potter as an example as always, alright? Say, oh, you know, there's a new rare Harry Potter figurine or whatever. This is a hipster reaction. Cool. This is my reaction. How much? How much? Oh, namaste. I don't walk around going all Kristen Stewart, one emotion fits all type deal. I go, I feel like being this emotion and I'm going to show it to you. Like it or not, you can, you know, suck my popsicle. And another thing, oh, hipster boys. This doesn't go for girls because girls don't have hanging genitalia. But no skinny jeans. By good lord, no skinny jeans. Guys, skinny jeans, no. If you have, you know, things hanging down there, which you should, biologically you really should, then you should not. Because no one should squish their grapes for a pair of pants. Ever. Alright? Let them breathe. Alright? Unless you're planning on your own, never having children, so you're going to squeeze them out till, you know, there's no more. Fine. But, just, no. No, no. Let me tell you. Hipsters themselves, there's two types. Two. First type. That I have no problem with. Which are very few that I've met. Except my friend Leo. He has very huge hipster qualities. But he is one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet. I've known him since 3rd grade. And right now, he is so sweet. You can hug him. He doesn't care. He has emotions. Holy God, yes, he has emotions. He'll smile at you. And he'll admit when he likes something. He'll show it. If he doesn't like something, it's fine. He doesn't wear wool hats unless it's winter. And will admit if he likes mainstream things. The second type of hipster, which is the most common, is the jackass type of hipster who thinks it's just like, oh, I started that. You're copying. Everyone else is copying me because I'm the one that started that first. What I was taught is that if someone tries to copy you, okay, it's a form of flattery. Okay, there's a difference between, you know, copying you because they like your button or sweatshirt to plagiarizing, but that's a whole different subject. And why do you have to be a douche? Is being nice too mainstream? Well, here's a little mainstream information for you. Hipsters have become their own contradiction. Hipsters are so popular now. Hipsters have become mainstream. If this doesn't help you help define a hipster and stuff, as my friend Kristen says.
Just go find one.
And to that one hipster downtown who, when I was trying to take a picture of the city skyline for a photography project, said that my picture was too cliche. How about this? Next time I see you strolling by with your bike one time, I'm gonna pop that tire of yours. And, oh, but that shouldn't be a problem because you can just take your car to your coffee shop, right? Oh, wait, no. Cars are too mainstream or bad for the environment. Bitch, if you can't afford it, sell your MacBook and buy a car. You say you can't afford a car, then don't buy an iPhone. Don't buy an iPad, don't buy a MacBook, unless you can afford it. Unless you can afford what you need first. I hope you enjoyed our history lesson / rant about hipsters, both good and bad. Bye, kids.
Just because you know half the album of the Beatles doesn't mean you're fucking hipster.